Hey guys, Krabby coming at you again this morning. Just want to talk a little bit about a subject about the Delta 8 flour. Right, guys? Hey man, I see a lot of misconceptions out there. I see a lot of people in the industry who know nothing about the Delta 8 flour, selling Delta 8 flour and pretty much lying to people. Well, I really won't say it's lying. Lack of information and understanding, mostly. Um, So I kind of want to clear up a few things this morning. To all those who smoke the Delta 8 flour, interested in the Delta 8 flour, kind of help you understand it a little better. All right, guys. First misconception I seen. I went into a place myself one time. Asked about some Delta 8 flour. The guy told me it was 25% cannabinoids. And I asked myself, so you mean 25% THC? He said 25. He didn't understand. He said, and he was like, yeah, 25%. I got so I went ahead and I bought a little package because I can look at it and tell that it wasn't 25% Delta 8 flour. And you're wondering, how can you look at it and tell? All right, very simple, guys. If it's nice and pretty and green and you can see all the red hairs on it, it's not 25% Delta 8 flour. It's not 25% THC, any THC in the hemp industry, period. All right, there's two processes. They heat the distillate up, they spray the hemp flour, and that's how they get it on it. Or they do what's called a cold infusion, is where they take the THCO shatter, the Delta 8, and they freeze it, and then they create little chips, crystals with it, and then they tumble the CBD flour in with the crystals, and then they slowly bring it up to heat in the oven to where it dissolves into the flour. And this process is to try to keep as much of that pretty green color as possible. It does to a point, but it is not bright green, and there is no solid hard red hairs at anything above 25%. It's just too much. All right, now the reason why I say I could see this flour and see that it wasn't a 25% Delta 8 flour was because if you spray Delta 8 of higher than 20% to 25% onto a hemp flour, well, what happens is it cures, is it pulls some of the chlorophyll out, and the outer part of the flour is dark, almost black looking in some places. And that's because the THC takes the chlorophyll out, but then you can break the bud open, flour open, and it's nice and green on the inside. If your flour is nice and pretty and green on the outside with lots of red hairs, and they're telling you it's 24, 25, 28%, it's not. There's no way of a flour looking that pretty at that high concentrate of Delta 8, THCO, HHC, because they're spraying all the hemp flowers with this type of product. Um, Come see me down at New Hope, guys. I do carry a 30%, yes, a 30% Delta 8, 30% THCO, and a 30% HHC flour in different strains that I know is 30%. But again, guys, they'll use the word cannabinoids. Just understand that everything that's in the plant, every molecule, they're all called cannabinoids. CBD, CBN, CBG, THCV, Delta 8, Delta 9. They're all cannabinoids. So if they tell you it's 25, 27, 28% total cannabinoids, well, they're meaning total everything in the plant. Remember that. Come see me down at New Hope, man, where it's 420 all the time. Later, guys.